Hello, John Augustine. I'm doing a little video late. I was in Navan today, this morning actually, and a few little events occurred that I'd like to share with you. I was talking to two people of an age not too far from my own, and we had a good conversation. And they would be practicing Catholics and would have experienced what I experienced when I was young: churches packed, and the Mass celebrating the Latin Rite, confessions packed, not just in the country but in Dublin as well, in Rathmines, church packed there, in Radgar, the church packed there, and in Termuir as well. These are places that I would have went into, and every other church that you ever went into in Dublin was packed when I was in my 20s and working in Dublin. So, but that has deteriorated because they changed things and took out the altar rails and did away with the rosary and benediction, the men's and women's solidarities and various other things that helped. And of course, we had plenty of vocations, the holy priesthood and all the rest of it. And suddenly now there's no vocations and shortage of priests and so on and so forth. So we're talking about those things and hope that things will come back. And one little story that they told me, which I wasn't aware of, they go to confession in the church in St. Mary's Church in Navan, which is the main church, big church there. And they noticed now in the confession boxes where when they were going there years ago, the priest, when they get absolution, they'd say, look at the cross of our Saviour and kiss the cross or something like that. And, after being getting the penance that they might get, short penance, a few Hail Marys and that type of thing. And but now they said that the crosses have been removed from the confession boxes. Now, confession is only lasting for a comparatively short while, even in that church. It's not lasting for the couple of hours that it used to last for. And they've changed the time now. I don't know what time it was. It used to be 2:00, but they changed it so it doesn't suit anybody to be going wherever they're at. But they've took out the crosses out of the confession box. And is this something that if they're doing it, and then the secular crowd did it in St. Vincent's Hospital in Merrion Road in Dublin, took out all the crosses and the holy pictures and statues and so on and so forth. Savages to do such a thing. Bigots of the worst order, just as bad as the penal times. They're about to be ashamed of themselves, and I just wonder why the silence of this new Bishop of Archbishop of Dublin, Father, what's he at? That he's not doing anything about and condemning this sacrilege of taking out crosses. So he's letting, he's a shepherd, he's letting the Catholics down, and people that was in that hospital when this was happening, they must have been shocked. And I suggest that those people now that are still going to the hospital to be for operations and so on, so bring in their own crosses and get their heads and put them back up on the wall, and maybe bring in the Sacred Heart picture as well, and put it up on the wall. Don't let the evil ones succeed in what they're at. And is this why the silence of the Archbishop? Because they've taken out crosses out of confession boxes. If they did it in Navan, they must be doing it in other places. What a dreadful thing to do. Ought to be ashamed of themselves. And so I heard that news. And then another sight that I saw in Navan today. You wouldn't credit it. A big refuse lorry went up the street. Now, mind you, when I say up the street, you can't move about there in that town at the minute, but we'll just go into that in a minute. And it had a sign on it, electric, go electric, electric. It's an electric refuse lorry. Imagine the weight of the batteries in that. Be a ton weight. That's where the problem is with the potholes. All these electrical vehicles and cars, they're as heavy as anything with all these batteries. Nearly weigh a ton. And suffice to say that it said that, and what's this, go electric and something about the future. But I just said to myself, what about the present? So we've only got the present. Why did you think that this going electric is something to do with the future or climate or something? I think the lights are out with them. God made the world and God will finish the world. Not the little pygmies that think that they can have something to do about the climate. So there we are. Now on the other side of the coin in Navan, bricks. There was bricks down, all them small bricks that you see in places, and really I don't know what to put them up for, because sometimes grass grows up and decides them to have to put down. I don't know what to try and keep the whatever it is, but anyway, they must have, over the years, it must have taken a fair bit of time putting down these bricks. But now they're taking up them bricks and putting down larger bricks. And I just said to somebody about this matter, said, they're putting down the larger bricks. What about if larger bricks than the bricks that they're putting down comes in? Would you take up them bricks and put down more bricks? Have they got bricks on the brain? And then in the meantime, they're doing that. And all we want in a path or anything of that is a concrete. I don't think there's any need for bricks, because bricks take such an amount of time to plant. You want to see them carry on. I think they've been doing something about bricks for this past 10 or 15 years in Navan, as far as I know. As long as I know, they're going on with something. I don't know what they're at. Putting down bricks, I think, or doing something in roundabouts. And the roundabouts that was there, they did the job all right, but then they put down the roads closed for ages and so on and so forth, and putting down. So there's flowers in the roundabouts, but unfortunately they put about 8 foot of concrete around the sides of it, so they're nearly smaller than what they were. And vehicles have a hard job going around. They have to go up in the concrete. So I think it would have been a wise thing to sort of not have the concrete as wide, perhaps have it about a foot or so out. And then so as the council workers, they probably can stop the traffic so as they can hop on these where the flowers are. And then the flowers in other parts. So they'll have to have extra council workers to sort of look after the flowers that's all around the place. And bricks, new bricks going down. You can't store in the place. And when you're coming out, you have to sort of watch, because there's barriers here, there, and yonder. You have to cross the road, and then there's stuff there and stuff here. You just have to say to yourself, but they're doing something about the bricks. Are they putting down bricks on the road, I wonder? There's no point of putting bricks on the road if that's where they're at. Just put a concrete path in. Isn't that the way to do it? And it doesn't take years to be putting down concrete paths. That's all you want, to be able to walk without tripping over a brick. So these are little observations. And the people don't engage people in having a conversation. The bricks on the brain. Anyways, I just thought I'd shared my visit to Navan today. I had important business to do, and but I heard these stories and saw the big refuge lorry go electric, and look after the future, take care of the future. The future is electric, whatever it was something about the future. So I just said, well, what about today? And the weight of them batteries and the refuse lorry must be huge. They'd be making potholes to beat the band. You want very strong roads for all them things with batteries. So they'll have to, well, bricks won't do the job. So have a good day. I thought I'd share that with you about my visit to Navan today. Yeah. Bye now.